Shalom, friends. Gives me a great pleasure to share a brief thought with you as we enter the season of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. This is the time of tshuva. Tshuva is perhaps one of the most challenging concepts, one of the most challenging mitzvot that we have. It's much easier to do a mitzvah that requires some simple action, but to actually change a character trait or to change some actions that we're so accustomed to doing is very, very challenging. But I'd like to share a thought with you from Rav Kook that perhaps could help reframe the way we think about tshuva. Rav Kook explains that the word tshuva really essentially means return, literally in Hebrew. And he says that it means really returning not only to Hashem, but truly to ourselves. That a person deep down, we are all created with a pure neshama, and we say it every morning, Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Our neshama is tehorah. Hashem creates us each with a pure soul. Deep down, we're all good. Somewhere along the way, we may get distracted, we may get involved in other things, we may get into some bad habits, and it maybe gets a little dirtier, that neshama, but it's still pure. So the work of tshuva is not to become someone different, is not to do something unnatural, but in fact, it's really to return to ourselves, return to that purity that we all have within ourselves, return perhaps to our true self. In fact, Rav Kook explains that's the meaning of the sound of the shofar. Why does the shofar begin with a simple sound and then a choppy sound, the tkiyah, truah, and then we end with the tkiyah? He says that simple tkiyah is the pure neshama that we're born with. The truah in the middle, or the shvarim, is the more distracted, disjointed things that we get involved in. And then the message of the shofar is that we could return once again to that simple, pure sound of our simple, pure soul. So really, that's what this season is about. Here in school, we're off to a great start for the school year, Baruch Hashem. And our theme for the year is going to be Hineni, about I am here, I am ready, I am present. Hineni is really also about being in touch with oneself, knowing where I am, where I stand, where I am in life, and being ready. Once I do that, I could be ready then to be there for others. I could be ready to engage in those relationships with intention, and of course, serve Hashem with that same intention. So as we enter the new year, Tafshin Pei Daled, I want to wish each of you a k'tiva v'chatima tova, a healthy year with success, with nachat from children and all family members, and we should just have a lot of smachot in our community. Shana tova, k'tiva v'chatima tova.